I'm Stephanie Paterick, Editor-in-Chief, and our guest in the current studio today is Kristina Shepard, VP Global Advertising and Sales Partnerships at Roku. She has a unique perspective on media as someone who cut her teeth in sales at the New York Post and has worked deeply in agencies, politics, and more in her 7 years at Roku. Kristina, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you, Stephanie, for having me.
So right away, I'm curious to know, what is the big swing? Like, what's the big ambitious project that you or your team are working on right now?
I would say for Roku right now, the two biggest priorities for us are both being interoperable as well as innovation on the home screen. So we're very excited about, being excellent in programmatic, as we like to say, and basically allowing for customers to purchase us however they want and to meet them where they are.
What's the benefit of opening up and connecting with partners?
Yeah, I mean, Roku's the #1 streaming platform. We have half the broadband households. And it's almost, something we want to make sure we can do as the largest, most scaled platform is to empower streaming as an entire channel to be one of the most strategic channels that there is that marketers want to invest in. And in order to do that, we need to break down walled gardens and be able to share the data so that brands can see how performant streaming can be. I think our vision has always been that all TV will be streamed and therefore all TV ads will be streamed. And with that in mind, we know that it has to make sure it performs. I think we believe that streaming can be the best of TV, the best of digital, the best of social all together in one, because it both has the beauty of television, it's on the largest screen, but also has the digital infrastructure to enable all of the targeting, measurement, interactivity that brands and consumers want and expect.
Yeah, it sounds like you're preparing for a future of total transformation, not waiting for it to come, you're building for that.
Yes, being proactive, 100%.
You mentioned innovation on the home screen, and I'd love to go deeper on that. What is the biggest innovation that you see coming that's going to change your business?
Yeah, being the platform, owning that entire, what we call streamer's journey is a, unique competitive advantage for Roku, right? We like to say that the platform is obviously it controls the experience from power on to off, and it's the first thing that any viewer sees when they turn on their TV. And so what we want to make sure is that we can now immerse marketers within the streamer's journey to follow them wherever they might be. And that's both a benefit to the advertiser, but also a benefit to the consumer. There's just very much different viewing patterns on streaming than there is on linear, which is awesome and fun. And we have created ad units from the genesis of our platform that enable a more unique ad experience, but we want to continue to innovate there and have more non-endemic, what we like to call big Fortune 500 brands, have access to the home screen in a more unique way. So about a year ago, we rolled out what we call Roku City in terms of from an advertiser perspective. So we have Roku City, which is what we like to say one of the largest digital downtowns. And it basically is kind of a world in and of itself, and it's really fun for consumers because it's built out. It has the purple hue that they know and love about Roku. It has little entertainment Easter eggs, so you'll see the Titanic or Mary Poppins, and people actually watch it. About 85% of Roku viewers sit and watch Roku City as if it's content. And so about a year ago, we basically released it as an ad product and are selling real estate, as we like to say, within Roku City. And McDonald's was the first brand to take advantage. And since then, we've seen brands from all categories take advantage. Paramount built out what we call a Roku City neighborhood, brought all of their IP in. So Yellowstone and SpongeBob and Nickelodeon had this really fun, whimsical experience that, the viewer could enjoy. We see that different generations then now expect different things from TV. About 40% of Gen Z actually expects to engage and interact with their TV screen, which is a much different user behavior than ever existed before. And so again, having this immersive kind of component to the streaming journey has been really well received.
That's interesting. Video no longer a passive pursuit, but something conversational.
Yeah, 100%. And it's a great opportunity for brands to then have a two-way conversation.
Let's talk challenges and opportunities. What is the biggest challenge you see facing the industry right now?
I would say for sure it's fragmentation.
Okay.
I think, again, the user behavior within streaming is much different. There's so much choice. right? We find, and this is also why the home screen innovation is so important, we find that it takes the average viewer about 11 minutes to find what they want to watch. There's 14,000 channels, the content catalogs within these streaming channels are so robust, and consumers just don't know what they want to watch. And from an advertising perspective, there's all of those channels. How are you going to buy all of them to amass and accumulate reach? And what we find is a lot of those channels don't get consistent viewership. So if you think about some of the biggest channels on our platform, someone might only open them 4 to 8 days out of the month. People are turning on their Roku device on average 23 days a month. So we're that consistent vehicle to, again, as from an advertiser perspective, cume that reach. And we're also seeing a trend such as serial churning, which I don't think is a surprise to anyone, but there's so much bingeable content. Someone might sign up for a channel, binge watch a show, and then cancel it immediately and then move on to the next. And they might not watch that channel or re-sign up for it for 6 months.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
It's
been great talking with you, and I hope you come back.
Yeah, thanks so much, Stephanie.